continuing with our coverage of that controversial decision from the Speaker of the Commons to accept amendments to the SNP motion on the Gaza ceasefire. Well, as you can see, hundreds of protesters have gathered outside of Parliament ahead of that Commons vote later on, expected round about 7 p.m. And as you can see and hear, crowds can be seen waving flags as part of the Palestine Solidarity campaign. And let's go straight into the midst of that now, because GBNews presenter Patrick Christys is covering that protest on his show tonight. Pat, what's the mood on the ground?
Yeah, OK, so it's obviously incredibly tense. There are thousands of people here. Now, what you'll be able to see is that this crowd that was kind of quite kettled in here is now being moved by police down towards Parliament Square. And if we just pan round, there are thousands of people who are at the other end of this, who are going to be all filling Parliament Square. Both sides of this road are going to be completely full. It's worth bearing in mind that Parliament will vote tonight on the SNP demands for an immediate ceasefire. The government has tabled an amendment urging an immediate humanitarian pause, and there's a Labour motion asking for a ceasefire that lasts and is observed by all sides. So it's kind of People's Front of Judea territory here, I must say. But what we're seeing is a lot of signs, as you would expect: Free Palestine, Israel is a terrorist state, and a huge number of people who are desperate to make their voice heard, Martin. And if we just pan round to the other side, if possible, my cameraman Ollie, a massive police presence there, absolutely huge. And that police presence extends both sides of Millbank. You'll be able to see police all lining up there. Where I have been here, just to my right, is where a lot of MPs and politicians enter into the House of Commons. Now, they've been getting booed roundly by people. I would just like to also just give you a little heads up, Martin, on something that we've just had come to us, which is that, as we understand it, some people from some of these protest groups have actually managed to gain access legally, completely legally, to the House of Commons, which does imply that during the debates tonight we're going to end up with a situation where people will be in the public gallery who are obviously potentially part of demonstrations like this. So there could well end up being some disruption there, but that is up to the security services to sort out. But these are the scenes on the ground here now at Westminster.
So, Patrick, for now, what's the mood of the crowd? Are they good-natured? Are they giving you any stick?
Not at the moment, really. We've been spotted by a couple of people. It's not been particularly friendly, but the fact is it's a free press. We are in a free country, and what we want to do is just portray the reality. So if they choose to portray a negative reality, then so be it. But I will say, want to make it absolutely very clear, at the moment it is all, free Palestine, ceasefire now, as you can hear people with megaphones. I think the problem possibly is going to be, not just for us, but in general, really, is going to be as the evening develops and as more and more people gather. I mean, this crowd has grown by hundreds and hundreds in just the last half an hour. So as more people gather tonight, the reality is, Martin, they are not going to be happy with any decision that is made in there, because none of it is exactly what they want. So we are potentially going to be braced for another night of disruption in the capital, to say the least. We will be bringing all of that to you here at GB News. But on my show later on, I'm going to be trying to get in amongst this and talk to people. So people can expect that 9 to 11 p.m. tonight on GB News.
OK, Patrick Christys tonight. That's 9 till 11 on GB News. Patrick, stay safe out there, my good friend. Stay safe. All the best, mate. See you soon.